Well, medical experts are warning One Nation's health policies could cost taxpayers more money and leave vulnerable Australians without care. The Grattan Institute revealing some of their policies don't stand up to the scrutiny because they look like they're based on mistakes. Joining us this afternoon on The Debrief is Lindsay Kirkwood from the Wine Chats podcast in Brisbane and James Lake from SCA News in Melbourne. Hello to you both. Lindsay, I'll start with you. One Nation, they've proposed Australia pulling out of the World Health Organization. Which is obviously, taking a line of similar to what Trump has done. Do you think we are heading for a Trump Australia with these kind of directions?
Oh, if Pauline Hanson gets in, 100%. I feel like she is such a Trump wannabe. She loves the attention. I feel like she says things just to get the reaction that Trump gets. And she knows he's successful, right? As scary as it is, he is successful. I don't trust anything she says. She tweaks everything she puts out there just to suit her purpose, which is really scary because there's a lot of untruths with what she's saying.
But James, some of these things, for example, their push to scrap the Therapeutic Goods Administration and roll its essential functions into the Health Department, well, the TGA is already part of the Health Department, so it doesn't seem like they sort of stack up what they're proposing here.
You're right. It seems like quite a thought bubble that on paper maybe seems like a great idea to save some money, but in reality is not going to do it. And I feel like this is the problem we have when people who aren't necessarily experts in their field, like they're not medical experts making these suggestions. And that's how we end up in these problems. And One Nation's not the only party that does this. Many political parties need to probably find experts in their fields to be their candidates so we can make decisions that actually matter and have an impact.
Yeah, have the experts make the policy on the things that affect the entire population. Speaking of population, obviously, the younger part of it, well, they're causing a bit of a drag to some of their parents, it seems, because a new study is out. Parents who say yes to their adult kids when they ask for money, they're now being told to say no instead. One expert is saying, look, the best way to teach kids financial resilience is to basically just cut them off and make sure that, they can do things without you. So, Lindsay, what's your take? Do you think the bank of mum and dad, it needs to be nixed?
Oh, for sure. My kids will be hearing the word no time and time again. Will I help them buy their first home? Absolutely. Will I pay for their education? Of course. But when they're adults and their car needs to be serviced or they want to buy concert tickets but they don't have enough money, that's their problem. That's real life. You have to budget for things like that. You have to make cuts here and there to learn that, okay, well, I can't do that. And if we're paying them their way, they are going to suck at life. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but James, to be fair on the other balance of it, I mean, that's real life. That's fair enough, Lindsay. But real life is getting really expensive now. I mean, it's pretty unaffordable, some of these things that say you have to take on when you're on minimum wage and potentially studying at the same time.
Oh, absolutely. The reality of parents today who might have adult children, what they remember from when they were in that stage of life is very different. I mean, I got robbed by a dentist on Monday and straight away I thought, wouldn't it be nice if mum and dad helped pick up the tab? But, the reality is that, as you become a young adult, there are so many more expenses down the line. So the sooner we learn, the better. But also probably it's a reality check for parents to think about financial education when kids are still young at home.
Yep, some tough lessons probably out there for the future generations. Moving on, Australians, they could score an extra public holiday if the Socceroos continue their winning streak at the World Cup. There's a new petition calling for a national holiday if the teams qualify for the knockout stage. I love this. Every time we see success in our teams, Lindsay, we've got, we had this with the Matildas and now we've got the Socceroos. I mean, we love getting behind, our amazing sporting teams. And we don't mind a public holiday either, Lindsay, do we?
Look, I can see it. I'm going to be very unpopular here, but I don't think it warrants a public holiday. Everyone loves. I know. I'm so sorry.
Fun.
Look, I love the idea of getting together to celebrate and to come together, especially in the world today. There's a lot of bad stuff happening, but does it warrant a public holiday? I don't think so. Plus, let's keep in mind, it's probably going to be played in America, right? So America is, a day and a bit behind. It's going to be super early here. People are still going to be sleeping. Are we actually going to be at the pub? I don't know. Look, unpopular, but I don't think we should have one.
James, are you on board? Is it just going to be me?
Completely agree. No, I don't think we need a public holiday for this. Let's just do it the Australian way, chuck a sickie. everyone knows what it's for.
Nice. Very respectable. Thanks for that. I'll tell you, boss. Finally, guys, just to end things on a bit of a happy note, whether they make you laugh or groan, the science, it's in on dad jokes. Apparently, a new study in the US, it's revealed that parents bond better with their kids if they share a bit of a laugh. Research is saying the best ones contain puns and involve family members or pets. I feel like I have to just go straight to you on this one, James. What's your best dad joke? I've heard you've got a few.
Oh, look, okay, sit tight, guys. The best one is this. You hold it for when you've just had a fresh haircut and someone says, oh, have you had a haircut? You go, yep, all of them.
Okay. Yep. Oh. No, that's good. I like that. Lindsay, no? That's good.
Okay, it's good. And do you know what is funny? My youngest son and my husband have been telling dad jokes every night lately. So, ready?
Okay,
So my 8-year-old told me this one in the car this morning. Why are pirates called pirates?
I don't know.
Because they are.
To be sure. I love it. I went Irish just then. Let's just end on that note. Love it. I'll go work on my dad jokes. I think I just don't have any that would even pass the pub test. But thank you, guys. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
See you.